You decided that you want to learn how to build a website, right? Come close. I'm going to teach you how to build a website with coding. The app we are going to be using is Mimo, and in this video, I'm going to teach you the basics. So hit the subscribe button if you have not, so that you are not going to miss anything in our training. Grab your pen and paper. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. When you install the app, you get to click get started. Let's go. Tap this first one to become a professional developer. Continue. They will ask you here. You can choose any one that defines you. I'm using self-employed. How much coding experience do you have? None. Click on none, so that it's going to start from basic. Then it will ask you which aspect of coding captivates you. Choose I'm intrigued by both. The third one, what do you find the most interesting? Choose the first one, web apps. They'll ask you continue, continue. Choose the third one, 20 minutes. Continue. So by November 2026, you should have earned your certificate and start creating apps. Alright. So you can choose the time that you want. Just set a time for yourself. Turn on alarm memo. Mostly on phone. Continue. Cancel the pro. This is just a few seconds. Boom. Here you are in Mimo. You are going to be getting 2 keys every day. Look at it up here. You're going to be getting 2 keys every day to learn. Click this play button. I hope you have your jotter ready. Get your jotter, get your pen ready, because you need to write some things down. Welcome, you're about to learn technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and everything else we will need to build for the web. Before you realize it, we will be creating real life projects. Let's start with HTML. Continue. You're going to write this thing: hypertext markup language. That is the meaning of HTML. That's why you need your data. HTML means hypertext markup language. Is the computer language that structures the web pages on the internet. On top of HTML, you can build stunning web pages with buttons, images, and lots more. So here now, guess the letter D, D-O-G, dog, correct. Continue. By adding the HTML code button, that's tag, we have opening tag, we have closing tag. We have what we call opening tag, we have what we call closing tag. You can create a button with a label. Now, there was something down here, so I just tapped it. It now show. This is the opening tag, where you have this less than button, greater than. So you close it. That is your opening tag. You now write like. You now write your closing tag. Are you seeing the point there? What I am saying there? So you need to take notes of this thing. This is how to code a button. If you mark it, you can see a button that says like here. We'll click on continue. The HTML code to create a button uses an opening tag. See what I was showing you? Opening tag, which is this thing. Look at it right here. That is the opening tag. And a closing tag. See the closing tag? It must be written like this. If you don't write it like this, you will miss it. Do you understand? In this order. So you can come down here now, and you have 2 tags here, and one comes before like, the other comes after like. Can you see it? So if you are going to select the correct one, the correct opening tag here is this one that is here by the right. So you put it there. The correct closing tag is this one by the left. Can you see it now? That's how to do it. Then you click continue. Now they have given you the opening and closing tag. They said you should add a text in between it, so that it will create a button for it. Click on this like, and then you mark it. All right. The text between the opening and closing tag of a button becomes the button's label. Do you understand? So I hope you are writing with your pen. You are going to need all of these things. In fact, you're going to send me proofs later. And click on continue. Time to test what you've learned so far. What type of tag is this? Good. This tag that is here, this one that is highlighted, what type of tag is it without this full stop? So if you look at it, you see that it has a slash. before they write the button, which means it is a closing tag. Do you see that? Click on continue. Which of these tags is spelled out incorrect? So you check these tags, which one is correct and which one is incorrect. If you look at this first one is correct because it is a closing tag. This last one is correct because it is an opening tag. Why this second one is not correct? Because it is not any of the tag. It's neither closing or opening tag. So you submit. Can you see it there? Click continue. Remember the previous example. In the next step, we will create the buttons for cure, R and D. We will ignore the rest of the code for now. Alright, so guess the letter, still D. Can you understand? Continue. I say create a button with the label cure. Do you understand? So first you will enter your opening tag. This is your opening tag. See how it is written. You will now enter the cure. The label of the button is Q. You will now enter your closing tag. Once you do that, you mark it. You've seen that it have created it for you. They say guess the letter. The letter is not here, so just click continue. Now create a button with the label R. You've created a button for Q. Now they now splitted everything and ask you to create a button with the label R. First, you will select less than, you will select button, you will enter greater than, you will now enter R, you will enter less than again, slash button, and then greater than. Do you understand? Now these are the elements. If you enter it this way, you are going to get it correct. Let's mark it. Good. Can you see it now? So guess the letter. You've not found it. The letter is D. So you click continue. Now finally create a button with the label D, making sure you use an opening and closing tag. Here you have opening and closing tag, so they just try to confuse you. Choose one of the opening tags, you put D, then you select the closing tag. This one is not needed again, you mark it. All right, so that's it. You click on continue. Awesome. We've learned how to create the structure of a button. Before we add actions to them, move on to the next lesson to learn about HTML elements present on every web page out there. So we've just learned how to create a button with HTML. The next one is to learn elements of HTML. All right, so you click on continue. Very good. Lesson complete. You are one step closer to reaching your goals. You are going to still learn again. You have 2 keys for today. You just used 1 key. All right, so click on continue. Click continue. They say how many days in a row will you learn? 7 days, because every single day you are going to be learning. Create my goal. So your goal have been created. Challenge accepted. Build a learning habit by keeping your streak going. So you click on continue. They will now ask you to sign in. So okay, monitor your progress. Okay, so next thing, if you look at this place, you can see under this thing, you are seeing 1/2. And if you look on your keys, you can see your keys. 1 is gone, remaining 1. All right, so you tap on this same place and then continue learning. The key will open another lesson for you for today. So make sure you have your notes and your writing. In HTML, the keywords of some tags are obvious. The keywords of some tags are obvious, but there are some tags that use a shortened form. For example, we use P for paragraph. Do you understand? When you are coding a button, you will have to write complete button. But if you are coding a paragraph, you just write P. All right, and if you're coding heading, that is heading 1, heading 2, you just use H1, H2, H3. Do you understand now? So which of these HTML tags creates a paragraph? Is this second one, P, opening, and then make sure it is like this. And now you click on continue. And let's remember how to code a button. Code a button that has the text post. So remember how to code a button. You enter first one button, you enter the name of the text, the name of the button which is post, then you enter the closing tag. That is it. We've created a button. That was a reminder. Next one, coding a paragraph is very similar to coding a button. You need an opening tag followed by your text and a closing tag. Now code a paragraph that displays memo is fun. So opening tag, look at it, you use less than p paragraph, greater than, then you will now enter the memo. Then for your closing tag is less than slash p before greater than. All right, so you mark it. You have seen the paragraph here, you click on continue. Code hello in between the opening and closing tag. So they have given you the opening and closing tag here, so you just write hello. All right, and then you mark it, it has coded, so you click on continue. We can create heading in HTML to emphasize certain text. There are 6 sizes of heading in HTML, from H1 to H6. Now what happens is H1 is the biggest size of, like if you code H1 is going to be the biggest size, the biggest text size in your website. H2 follows, H3 follows, H6 is the last one and the smallest. Like the smallest text you are going to get is H6, while the biggest text is H1. So which one of the following tags creates a heading? To create a heading, P is for paragraph, button is for creating button, video is for video, H1 is for heading. You click on submit, continue. Code a heading that displays Snapchat. Heading that displays Snapchat. So you click on opening tag here, H1 opening tag, then Snapchat. You now click on H1 closing tag. You see, we do not use paragraph and button because we don't need it. So this is it. Continue. Add the closing tag of this accept. All right, this is a button, so this is the closing tag. Remember, there is slash inside. You mark it. That is it, it's correct. The heading tag emphasizes text by making them bigger and bolder. H1 is the biggest and boldest, and H6 is the smallest and least bold. Remember, I told you. I hope you're writing these things down. Which one of these HTML tags creates a smaller heading than H1? So it is H6. Look, button is not it, paragraph is not it, video is not it, is H6. And they say code a heading with opening and closing tag H6. So the heading is H6. This is it. Opening tag, little things, closing tag. Can you see it now that it's very small, little things? Continue. Code the opening tag of the biggest heading. Opening tag of the biggest heading. So I tap on this first, I enter this. I'll now type H1 and then I'll close it. That's the opening tag. Can you see that? Continue. Code the opening tag for the second biggest heading. After the first one, which is H1, second biggest is H2. Alright, so opening tag is this, H2, this. No slash, remember. You mark it, you click on continue. Which one of these HTML tags creates the smallest heading? Which one creates the smallest heading? After H1 is H2, after H2 is H3, after H3 is H4, after H4 is H5, after H5 is what? H6. So it's H6 that creates the smallest. Continue. You have completed your lessons for today. Once you get to this position, what you're going to do for me is to screenshot this thing and send it to our WhatsApp group. And if you are watching from YouTube, you are not yet in our WhatsApp group, click the video at the end of this one, watch it, learn how to join our WhatsApp group, and then you register and join. If you've not subscribed to this video, subscribe, like it so that YouTube will show it to more people. We need to grow to enrich more people, teach them digital skills for free, and then you share it to your friends in your contact, in your WhatsApp group, anywhere you want. So this is the end of today's video. See you later.